treating nerve damage naturally. Now, this is a topic I have previously addressed, of course, and those of you who have been with me for a few years are well aware of that. And some of you also face problems with your arms and hands, as I do, because you also trusted the so-called experts, and you were poisoned, failed by Western medicine, modern construction, and corporate interests. That's the name of one of my books, by the way. And so here we are. So here we are trying to figure out how to deal with this symptom, which is of course a symptom. It's not a root cause of anything, but we're trying to deal with it. Now, there are some new things that I have been doing that indeed are helping me. Now, of course, we want to try to avoid triggers for that. For me personally, I can't speak for others, but for me personally, vibration is especially problematic, and so there are some power tools that I specifically avoid, such as the plunge tool that Dave actually has said he really doesn't want me to use it because he knows that it will cause me such pain with my arms, and other power tools that can cause, more arm problems. But today, for example, I came out with the string trimmer, which is battery operated, and trim mode everywhere. And here I am moving my arms and my hands around because this year I have developed and identified some additional treatment modalities to improve my arms and my hands and to deal with this world and the problems that I have as a result of trusting the so-called experts. Now, for those of you who are very observant, and there are some of you, yes, these are different glasses. These are actually the glasses that I got for free because they happen to be in a donated thing at the eye doctor. I haven't personally been able to leave our property since June of 2019, and I had some broken glasses when Dave went to the eye doctor, and he took my glasses with him to see if he could find any frames that would fit my lenses, and it turned out that a pair of free frames that had been donated fit. Well, yay. So that's great. And yes, I trimmed my hair. I trim my hair once or twice a year, and it is what it is. It feels so much better. But I just trim it myself. I just use scissors. Whoop-de-doo. Okay, so I do still use what I previously mentioned in a previous video as far as helping my arms go. Also this year and every so often, I rethink my kitchen organization. I spend a lot of time in the kitchen because I ferment. I make my own apple cider vinegar. I make my own soap. I make my own laundry soap. I make my own almost everything. I don't make my own raw cheese anymore. I do buy the raw cheese, but I have in the past made my own raw cheese, and I do all of the things. I freeze a lot of things. I make everything from scratch except for the raw cheese, just about, and so on and so forth. So I spend a lot of time in the kitchen. And as a result, I am reaching and holding things a lot. And one of the triggers for me personally is holding, especially if it's something heavy like a glass bowl, and I use a lot of glass bowls. If I'm holding it, reaching it, or reaching and holding and pulling it back, that can be really painful for me. And so I rethought my kitchen organization again, and I moved things around so that, the things that are heavier are more accessible for me. So that is something that you might need to do in your kitchen, your bathroom, so on and so forth, to help in that regard. And that's something that's obviously free that you can do. Now, I do still use the Foods Alive flaxseed oil, and I consume that pretty much every day. Another thing that I consume almost every day, because I can't use the same forms of magnesium that I used to consume, is cocoa powder. I buy Anthony's Organic cocoa powder, and I also have Foods Alive cocoa nibs. And honestly, I bought these and I got these, I didn't even actually know what to do with them. I didn't really know what they were, but I got them anyways because I thought, oh, okay. And that was quite some time ago, and I didn't really know what to do with them, obviously, as I just mentioned, not to repeat myself, sorry. But what I realized is that this is basically, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, pretty much the same thing as the cocoa powder. And so what I did is I ground it up. I have a Vitamix, and I have a Vitamix attachment doohickey, but you could also use a coffee grinder. So I ground it up, and then I put 1 tablespoon of this or cocoa powder to 8 ounces of boiling water, and then I steep it for 5 minutes and I drink it, and it's tasty, it's delicious, and I love it so much. But it's high in magnesium, and we're all low in magnesium, really. So honestly, cocoa, besides my magnesium butter, which I put on my legs every night, or magnesium oil, and these are my, and cocoa powder, it's my primary method of getting magnesium into my body these days, because I just don't tolerate the forms of magnesium that I used to. Everything happens for a reason, though. I'm always figuring things out. Now, previously, I also shared in my video on treating nerve damage naturally about greens and kale especially, and I do still use that. But now that it's springtime, I have switched from kale or lettuce, but kale is definitely better for me anyways, as far as that goes. I switched from that to, sorry, I didn't mean to make any signs with my hands. I make my salads from wild foraged greens. So especially right now, what I really like is, can't think of the name of it now, wood sorrel. I can think of the name of it. Wood sorrel. Wood sorrel has a tiny bit of a lemony zest, and I had just tons of it growing in my garden, which I let grow because I eat it, and it just grows and grows and grows and grows and grows. So I cut it off, and I take my kitchen shears, which are just kitchen scissors, and I cut it up pretty small and use that for my salad. You can do that with other greens as well, but if you have problems with oxalates, then you want to be careful with things like dock in particular. If you come across wild lettuce is extremely bitter. I do add wild lettuce to my salads, but again, it's very bitter. Bitter greens are wonderful for your digestive system, but they can be literally hard to stomach and hard for the palate sometimes, especially if you're not used to the bitter taste of them. Chicory is also really great, and you can buy chicory seeds. Dandelion is also more bitter, but not as bitter as wild lettuce. There are other greens that you can forage as well, and you can buy the seeds for some of these things legally, some you can't. But if you buy seeds for example, something such as chicory that grows wild naturally, it's going to be easier to grow for you in your garden or in a pot on your deck, for example, than would lettuce. So I would recommend looking into the foraging resources that I have, that I recommend, that I use personally myself, and perhaps looking into what you can grow yourself if you are unable to find a safe place to forage for wild greens. Also, I have mentioned in a couple of my videos about the infrared treatment, and that definitely helps my arms, but not nearly as much as the magnesium oil, the greens, or the final topic here. By the way, I do put magnesium oil on my arms directly sometimes. Nerve flossing. Now, nerve flossing is something that I actually tried in 2013, because I specifically remember when I tried it, and we were living in the apartment that we referred to as the cave for obvious reasons. It was like a cave. I tried it. It didn't do anything for me. But recently I thought, well, I haven't tried it since 2013. Maybe I should. So I looked on YouTube, and this is a good use for YouTube because they have these sorts of videos on there. And I found a video from a lady who didn't seem like an idiot, and I can't link to it because I don't remember who it was. and I found some videos that helped. And honestly, right now, that is what is helping me more than anything else. Now, I'm not in any way a physical therapist, and this entire video is not medical information or advice. Consult your doctor. I'm not in anything except for someone who is sharing what helps me personally. I don't know your specific medical background. I don't know any of the things. Consider this satire, if you will. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This is not intended to diagnose, treat, or any of those sorts of things. All right, since I got that out now. I am not making any signs here. There are 3 nerves in your arms to address. And these exercises that I'm going to do, that I'm going to show you that I do and that are helping me, and I'm doing them 2 or 3 times a day. These were not the ones that I did for nerve flossing all those years ago. Now, you make like the OK sign and go like this. This is how I do it. This could be wrong. All of these things could be wrong. This is just how I'm doing them. And you go as far as you can. Now, this nerve here is the median nerve or medial nerve, whichever it's called. Apparently, I'm good as far as that goes. Okay, I don't really do this exercise so much because and you go as far as you can, okay? Some people may only be able to go this far, but it's not a problem for me here. So, and then you do that 10 times. But depending on what nerve it is that is a problem for you, then, or nerves, because it could be all 3, the different exercises may be harder or easier. So there's that. Now, the other 2 exercises are very similar, but you put one arm out and you do one at a time. And if it's not enough initially, then you put your, to add a bit of stretch, all right? So you do this for both sides, and you do it 10 times. You put your arm out, you go all the way down and all the way up. And all the way down, and all the way up. And you do that 10 times. And this is for the radial nerve, all the way back to junior year of high school anatomy, because it's rad, so it's on top. So it's a radial nerve. And depending on, what is problematic for you and where you are at medically, you may be able to go farther or not as far. And you do this 10 times again. And you do that on the other side as well. Now, if you need more of a challenge, then you move your neck here. You can feel a nice stretch here. If you need even more of a challenge, then you put your arm back a little bit and stretch your neck out. And honestly, it feels really good. So, there's that one. The third stretch or exercise. This is the one that's hard for me, because this is a nerve. That's the problem for me. Oh. See, I can't go beyond there because it hurts. Now, you may be able to go all the way down, but I can't. At least not right now. That's what's helping me, you guys. That nerve flossing is helping me more than anything else right now. And like I said, I tried it years ago and it didn't help me. All of these things together all coalesce to allow me to cope with all of the things and allow me to continue to keep working in the garden and using tools that are actually quite irritating to my nerves, but I can still continue to do all of the things, including uploading this video. If you found this of benefit, then please consider supporting this work. There are various ways in which you can support this work, including a free way, which is to share it. Thank you so much for being here. Have a most beautiful and blessed day. Non-toxic out.